Hey, how's it going?
I was always taught to never judge a book by its cover, and I guess the same thing can be transitioned to video games. SpiritSphere DX, seemingly another pixel art game on your eShop, is, one of the more hidden gems I've found. Now, this game is published by Fabraz, and if you don't know that name, these guys put out Slime San, one of the better eShop games on the Nintendo Switch. So let's see if Edenhorn's SpiritSphere DX is worth all the hype. Let's check it out. SpiritSphere DX is kind of a complicated game to describe. It's part air hockey, part Pong, and part fighting game. If that hasn't caught your attention yet, I don't know what will. This game's super fun, and I enjoyed every second that I played. Now, the premise of this game is kind of hidden in an opening cutscene that you can easily skip if you're not too careful. But it does kind of explain the whole premise, and that is to defeat your opponent. Once you defeat your opponent, a spirit is released from the orb, granting you unlimited wishes. It would have been nice to further explore this lore and to explore the characters. However, campaign kind of digs a little bit deeper into it, but not too much. Think of this campaign as kind of like a campaign in fighting games, where each of the competitors has their opening line and then it goes right into the battle. Doesn't really say much. I mean, there is a final boss at the end to kind of save the day, but there's not a lot of meat on the bone here in terms of story mode, which some people are going to be upset about. And as for me, I mean, it is what it is. It's an arcade versus game. I'm okay with it. Speaking of the campaign mode, though, it is 10 matches against 10 different competitors, each with different modes littered in. So the classic mode is like what I was saying before, the air hockey. Try to get the orb past your opponent. Easy enough. The next mode is squash mode, where it kind of plays out like normal squash that you would play in real life. One person hits the ball, hits off the wall, then the next opponent hits the ball, and yeah, rinse and repeat. I felt this mode was good, and it kind of broke up the campaign mode a little bit. There is also target mode, which does play similar to the target mode in ARMS. Two competitors at different sides of the fields, and you hit the orb to try and hit the targets. Each time you hit targets, you get points, and, well, the most points win. Nothing groundbreaking here, but it's all classic and it's all fun. There is a couple other modes hidden throughout campaign and throughout some secret menus, so I'll let you guys kind of find those on your own, but let me just tell you there are some fun modes, and it'll keep you coming back for more, that's for sure. Now, one of the focuses of this game and a lot of other games on the Nintendo Switch is hand-to-hand mode, and this is exclusive to the Switch version. This game's also available on PC. Hand-to-hand mode, it basically takes two players, one Switch, and you kind of stand on each side of the Switch and play with their respective Joy-Con. I really, really enjoy this mode. You can kind of pull it out anywhere, and it's really competitive because you are in each other's faces, trash talking, playing the round. So very, very fun hand-to-hand mode. You guys can also play a regular match. You can play squash mode. You can play target mode. All of these support multiplayer, which is really cool. There's also a boss mode, which I did not get to try, but it is play 2 versus 1. So it's 2 versus 1, so there's a 3-player mode in here too. Any of you guys do get to try out this mode, definitely leave your thoughts in the comments and let me know how it is. One of my favorite parts about this game, though, was the intricacies within the game. At first glance, this is just a simple Pong air hockey game. However, each of the characters plays completely differently. You have someone that uses a shield, you have a cat that is super fast, and they all have different stats. One guy plays with an axe, whereas another mage-type character can disappear and shoot magic at the orb, so the characters play completely differently. Also, the orbs themselves, and that's a big emphasis on this game, there are a ton of different orbs. So you'll have an orb that, if you strike it just right, will break into 3 orbs, with one orb being the real one. You also have orbs that can disappear when you hit them, orbs that shoot out items. So there's a lot of variety here within the games, and you can change all of these settings within menus. So you can turn on items, turn off items, which I thought was really cool. The items themselves, there are quite a few. There are a bow and arrow, which you can shoot arrows at your opponents to stun them for a brief second. There's also this magic spell book that makes the sphere big on your side, but then decreases the size on your opponent's side, which I thought was really, really cool. Each of the levels varies in kind of gimmicks on the court. So for example, there is a forest level that has items hidden within bushes that you can hit and knock over. There's also a volcano level, which lava plumes go up, and when they disappear, the orb can go by them. There's also a dungeon level where if you hit the switch, part of the level will go down. So there's definitely a lot of strategy and a lot of variety in this game, and that's a giant plus for me. Always keeps me coming back and always brings just a ton of options that you can play with. Now, another plus of this game is unlocking content, and I absolutely love unlocking content. It makes games feel like they have a purpose. You know, you're working towards a goal, and SpiritSphere DX does this very, very good. So for each of the matches that you win, you do get coins, and you can spend these coins at what they call a sphere fountain. Sphere fountain. Say that 10 times fast. But you can spend 100 coins at a time, and you will get a random item. Now, the downside of this is that you can get duplicate items, and it doesn't give you your coins back. But coins are very plentiful in this game. You can unlock new characters, you can unlock skins for the characters, and you can unlock new orbs and levels. So there's definitely reason to keep coming back to this game, unlocking stuff. And like I said before, there's a ton of modes to play, and you can just come back, and it's just always fun to revisit this game. All in all, SpiritSphere DX is currently available July 2nd for $9.99 on the Nintendo Switch. Now, some of you might want to wait for a sale price, but I definitely think that you guys should put this at least on your wish list and keep an eye out for this game. Super fun, pick up and play. You guys probably aren't going to be playing this game for too long, but it's a nice game to revisit if you ever have friends over. Very, very competitive, especially with that hand-to-hand mode, which makes matches super personal. So, at the end of all this, what do I award SpiritSphere DX? I really enjoyed this game, guys. Some people are going to be turned off by the pixel art of this game. It does have some great chip tunes as well, which I didn't mention before. But all in all, with the modes, the unlockables, the different variety and characters, I would have to award this game an 81 out of 100. So thank you guys very much again. Thank you for Braz for giving me this review copy, and I hope that you guys do check this out. Definitely a hidden gem on the Nintendo Switch. I will see you guys later. Remember, if you like this video, hit like. Think about subscribing. I will be doing reviews on the eShop, and hope you guys enjoyed this content, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.